Hey, welcome back to the Lean Switch. This is Zach, and we're going to talk about the secret to losing weight while eating with friends, family, or just in a group of people. So, this is so essential. Benjamin Franklin said it himself that the being human means being a social creature. So, that said, eating with others, friends, family is going to be inevitable, and it could be one of the most difficult eating environments to be in, especially if you're trying to lose weight. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been either out with friends or over at my parents' or my grandparents' house for a holiday and been tempted just to overeat and follow through with that. Whether it's your grandma's top secret apple pie recipe or your friends raving about the loaded chili cheese bacon fries at this restaurant, it's so easy and so tempting to slip into poor eating habits, overeat, feel terrible afterwards, and start this whole cycle that can actually force you to gain weight instead of losing weight. Luckily, there's a really, really simple switch. So when you make this switch, you'll be able to have a social life, have the support of your friends, and not encounter that resistance as much where you're changing your eating habits and your friends are wondering or your family's wondering like, oh, are you starving yourself? Why are you going and doing something crazy as trying to lose weight and get into better health? Because it's difficult for people to see their friends and family change. But we're going to put a stop to that. It's going to be excellent, and it all matters on your internal dialogue. So it's something called balancing the foreground and the background. And the best way to explain it is with one of those, it's called a Gestalt image. So the most famous example I can think of is that picture of the dress on Facebook that broke the internet. It's a dress, it's striped. Some people think it's blue and gold, other people think it's like silver and black. But basically, depending on how you focus on the image, dictates how you see it. Same exact thing when you eat out. What you have to do is you have to balance the foreground, which is you, how you feel, how hungry you are, with the background, which is the environment of family drama, friends, all of that stuff, the environment that you're in. So what happens is right before you eat, you can take a deep breath and check in with yourself and bring up that foreground. So if the background is causing you to want to try to go for seconds for your grandma's top secret apple pie, or your friends are all getting cheeseburgers, but you're not really that hungry, and you'd be happy and enjoy a salad or something lighter, then you know you can check in, you can go with that. Similarly, if you're actually hungry, you don't have to deprive yourself. If all your friends are getting salads and you feel pressured to join them, but you're actually hungry, then get a burger, get something more substantial. Because otherwise, you know that if you deprive yourself now, once you get home, or later at dinner, or later at night, you're going to want to pig out and lead to more fat gain down the road. So that's why it's so important to check out. Now, a huge part of this is that people might poke you, right? And what happens is that in everyone's mind is this little hierarchy, right? They're used to you. They lean on you. And in their mind, they have a picture of you as just one thing. So if you try to change and better yourself, that challenges that picture and it pushes against their beliefs. So friends and family are going to want to push against you, which is why if you've ever tried to do something crazy like become a vegan, your family will say at like a big family dinner, they'll say something like, oh, where do you get your protein from? Oh, you're gonna, waste away to nothing. These little comments that try and push and challenge your beliefs so that you go back to where you started. Now, the best tool against this is one 5-letter word: seems. It seems to work. Now, basically, you just want to avoid kind of that absolute fanatical terms, right? No one enjoys being with someone on who's changing their eating habits, who is fanatical about it. You don't want to be the preachy CrossFit vegan, person in the group. And there's that joke that a vegan, a paleo person, and a gluten-free person walk into a room. Within 5 seconds, they've told everyone already. You don't want to be that person. So when someone tells you that, you just say, well, I'm trying it out to, feel better, and it seems to be working. I seem to be losing weight. I talked to my doctor. He said it seems to be good for me. And they can't really argue with that. It's like trying to lift a wet clump of sand, right? You could lift a rock, but if you try to lift sand, it breaks apart, it falls down. There's nothing, there's no edge, there's no substance to it. Because if something seems to be working, how can they argue with that? It instantly snaps them out of it and allows you to get along with friends and family as you make changes to your diet and lifestyle. So in this video, you've crushed social eating. Now you can eat out with friends, family, and lose weight. So all you have to do is take 7 seconds and check in with yourself, balance your foreground with your background, and if anyone says anything, just say that you're trying something out and it seems to be working. You just don't seem to be that hungry. You just seem to feel better when you do certain things, and you're all set. I'll see you in the next video.